Hello, 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 everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba, and we've got Jean Peter Artist with us today because it's Friends of Friday. It is currently minus 4 degrees Celsius, which feels like minus 9 with the wind chill factor, which is 24 degrees Fahrenheit and feels like 16. So, those of you in the warmer climates, I know you're going, Burr, where's the long johns? Hey, Anne, welcome, welcome.
Well, it's 53 degrees here in Hobbs, America.
Nice.
But
Nice.
I'm still sitting here with the little heater on my feet.
Oh, hey, Miriam, welcome. So today, Jean had sent me a picture from, I don't know where she found the picture, but it was a picture of some collaged flowers and seed pods.
It's
And
actually a quilt.
it's a quilt.
It's a quilt.
No wonder it's so beautiful.
Yep.
So it was an applique quilt that she sent me the picture of. So I printed the picture. I don't know how well you can see it. So it's flowers and seed pods and butterflies. And I guess she must have embroidered some of these fine details, you know? Anyway, we figured that we would do this on our own backgrounds out of painty papers and whatever else we've got. And I think I would like to do a bazillion of them because I think these would be really lovely focal points on the snippet rolls we're making next Tuesday. Speaking of which, the supply list for the snippet rolls is in Meet Your Creativity, and it is also in the community tab on my page. All right, let's do this.
Okay, I don't know how many noticed in the picture, but all the stems are black and white. Well, maybe some of them aren't, but a lot of them are. Yeah, now that I look, most of them are.
Most of them
Anyway,
are.
um, I like that. I love collage with black and white. It just makes everything pop. So before we got started, I sat down with a black paint pen and made collage or just scribbles and stuff. The one thing you want to do is you want to make sure that this is what when I go like this on the edge, this is what came off. And I thought, well, there's a stem. Just make sure that you keep your stuff close together. I think lines were just fine, but there's a peacefulness to sitting and making lines. But just make sure you got a lot of marks close together because the stems are little. And I did some dots.
Because Jean's prepared.
Jean just did this morning. Jean
Well,
did not previously do this.
we
Oh,
only decided at about 10:30 this morning what we were doing today, guys. But that's
that's
what we
how we roll.
it is how we roll. I was just about to say that.
So anyway, that's what I did. I have two sheets done, so I don't hopefully won't need the third one. But some of the leaves are made with the same thing. And after you've cut them, you can still add a little mark here or there. But I really, really, really liked the black and white stems. Now
Me
Kim's working on book pages, but I'm going to work on a canvas because I just know this is going to be amazing. I
It
just
is going to be amazing.
feel it.
And it makes me want to take a stretched canvas and do that with fabric scraps and hand stitch them down, maybe with some beads or something, and do the stems. Hey, Raoul, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. Hope you're feeling better or even just a little bit better. So, anyway, I am just going to do stems with markers. And then I'm going to take white gel pen and doodle them because I'm going to end up doodling a lot of these flowers and stuff anyway. Because that's me. All right. Out of curiosity, anybody here doing the scavenger hunt by Janet Young? Is anybody playing? Other than me? No? Okay. I was just wondering because I've been playing with that, and you know how I get sidetracked and whatever I plan on doing just doesn't get done because there's these squirrels that I'm just using this as my backup. You are? Okay, second year. Hey, Belinda, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. So, as I say, I am just using marker and doing some stems. Some of them are ziggy zag, some of them are straight. I'm going to do them a little bit farther apart because I don't know how big the flowers are going to be on. Maybe I should do the flowers first. What do you think?
I am doing some flowers. I'm just doing some shapes
Yeah,
similar,
well, no, that's just it, right?
but I have this stack of papers, just bits that I wanted to use up a box of my painty papers, and I've stitched them all together. I'm thinking they're going to make some good flower pieces. And so, and then I'll still have the stitching in there. I kind of forgot I even had
Oh,
this.
yeah. Yeah. My sewing machine still isn't working, although my grandson's girlfriend works in the town where that fellow who repairs sewing machines lives, and she has offered to take my sewing machine over there for me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I should have phoned him today. I'll phone him after the live. And I've got, remember these scrapey paper paintings we did the other day? I've got so many of them. I'm going to use some of those for flower bits. Um, yeah, so anyway, she'll drop it off for me and then I'll just go and pick it up so that I can pay for it. Can't ask the young lady to pay for it. Not fair, not fair. Oh, okay. Janet M. Young is an amazing creative lady. She likes to measure. She does. Think I got enough yet?
I don't know.
Well, as I say, because we're doing the snippet rolls on Tuesday, and I've decided that my snippet roll is going to have the focal points are going to be florals because that's what I like. Hey, Susan, welcome, welcome. So, okay, let's start with that. Let's not get too carried away. So, if you see these flowers, some of them have the different colors in them, petals, wobble cut shapes. I'm going to do a few of those. Again, I'm going to be working pretty small because I want it for the snippet roll. And it all looks like it's been hand cut. Obviously, it's fabric and appliqued down. So I'm going to play it that way. And then I'm going to put the stems on. And then it's all going to be up for doodling, which I'll probably do over the weekend. Maybe. Maybe. We're smoking chicken tomorrow. And I'm putting Jean big because that looks very interesting. Come back, Jean. Come back.
I'm just going to cut some of my papers. This is a watercolor doodle I had done, and I just made copies of it because I like it well enough. I use it for a lot of different things. But I think I want some round flowers, and this has circles. Well, closest thing to circles. And I printed the picture too, but I couldn't figure out how to have it setting up so I could see it. So I just put a little dab of glue on my lamp and stuck it to the lamp. It works. But I've just picked out a bunch of papers, and I have more I have the box of my painting papers is one of those like scrapbookers use. It's like 13 by 13 and it's about 6 inches deep. So definitely has a lot of papers in it. And yet it still feels like I don't have enough. I don't know why that is.
I don't know why that is too. I have bins of papers all over my basement here, and I always feel like I don't have enough.
I have done something similar to this before a long time ago. Actually entered it in a show. I don't remember if it won a prize or not. It's been that long ago. But, and I guess I should put some of these down.
Oh, look, some of the leaves are black and white too. Those are really fun.
Give me some. Hang on just a minute.
So, how's everybody doing today?
All right.
Any big plans for the weekend?
Oh, look, it looks like an Indian headdress.
It does.
So let's see. And see, I may have some of these cut bigger than I need too. I don't know. They may be bigger than I want for this canvas. But we're going to play with them regardless. Yes.
Say you did a gel print session. Oh, you produced more than 50 prints? Yeah. Isn't that the way it works? You get on a roll and you just don't want to stop.
The last time I did it, I had like probably 50, and they're all just pretty much solid colors because I wanted some backgrounds, and I haven't had a chance to get back in there and put more layers on them. Kind of disappointed in myself.
I don't have room to gel print right now. That's my problem. Okay, do you think I'm going to run into problem if I've got them that close together? Well, I mean, they moved. Because I am going to be cutting them out individually. Not necessarily a fussy cut, but maybe with a little bit of a edge to them. We'll see. Let's just do it because we're winging it. And the snow, woohoo! We've got freezing rain happening. I think the nice thing about this is going to be that I can add to them if I want, you know. But as I say, I would like to have some focal points. Snippet rolls have focal points on them.
I never worry about a focal point.
No?
No, I don't know that maybe I put it in there without knowing it, because I just do what looks good to me.
Yeah.
But, to think focal point, I don't always. Yeah, much better. That was too big. This one is too, but I need the circles, so I had to go get me a bowl for scraps. I don't know why, but it was driving me crazy. You could have seen the art discs. I actually have like 3 little places to work in my art room. One where I can sew, one where the die cut machine is, and then the other one. Well, Kennedy thought it would be really fun to work together and then show each other what we make. So we did that.
Nice.
I have a whole big mess. And that's okay. That's just fine. Because we had fun.
Excellent. Are you outlining those in black on your paper? Or are you, I don't
know yet. Let me grab the one that I've done similar to this and show you where my mind goes. Okay, it's big, so there's the base, which this was a painty paper, and I just added the details to the dots.
Yeah.
And those are all bases out of painty papers.
Oh, I like them.
And then I came up and
Oh,
did this.
that's fun.
So this is probably similar to what this is going to end up like, but different. I went on a cleaning bed, and I don't know if you guys know what Tuesday morning is, but the Tuesday morning bags are probably 20 to 22 inches, and they're really big and deep. They're shopping bags that you can purchase. My granddaughter went home with 2 of them, full to the brim. And the first thing I said when I dropped her off to her mother is I said, please, please tell me you'll let me have her back again after we open this door. She went, oh, good Lord.
Yes, and what is a glow forge? And her daughter have a glow forge aura.
Yes, I was going to ask you.
A laser cutting machine. Oh, very cool.
After seeing the ads for it on Facebook, I'm like, I think I need one of those. I'm going to see if I can't sell some of these supplies I don't want, which I'm hoping in January, but it might be February that I do a pop-up. I don't usually do sales. I don't like to do sales. I do enough of that with Defy, but I need to get rid of some stuff. So,
Well, this young lady that my grandson is seeing is coming over on Sunday because she would like to learn. I think it's embroidery she's talking about. She said something about taking fabric and stretching it over and then stabbing it with a needle. So I'm assuming that's embroidery.
it could be needle punch.
It could be needle punch. I'm going to have fun doodling these. I got one page ready to doodle and cut. Okay, Miriam. Now I can add some little bits to these as we go along if I feel like it.
That sounds so amazing, Anne.
It really
I have to
does.
fly to your house just to try it.
Leather, acrylic, wood, and metal. Nice.
Although I did just get a new scan and cut, so I probably need to do a little more with that,
Well, I have my Cricut, and that's the way it's going to stay because I got it in hopes that, or, because I was thinking that it would help with some financial stuff for one of my kids. That, she could make some extra money using it.
I actually have my daughter's Cricut here. I was going to try it and see, and then I realized for what I want it for, a scan and cut is just really what I want.
Yeah. Hey, Jan, welcome, hun. We are making collage flowers like this. Evidently, Jean, when she sent me this picture, I didn't realize it was a quilt. And so we're doing it with collage. And I will be using white on the stems and doodling the flowers. And then I'm going to be using these as focal points on the snippet roll I'm doing because I feel that when I do that kind of thing, I have to do something that I'm going to use. And that's going to be the snippet roll. That's awesome, Anne. That's really awesome.
I should do something I would really use, but I can enter this into one of our art shows if we ever have another one. We just haven't had the support for our organization.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much longer it's going to be there. I have been held every position except president in there already, and I just can't do anymore. I defy is enough.
I understand that. I mean, I was on 2 different art boards, and the volunteers, seriously, there are only a few people that volunteer multiple times, and it's you get burnout. You really do get the burnout. Hey,
Absolutely.
Flo, welcome, hon. Nice to see you. Flo's name is Andrea. So we're doing collage flowers. They have black and white stems and painty paper tops. And I'm doing them on book page because I figured that I'm going to use them on the snippet rolls we are making on Tuesday. So I've got the first ones that I am going to doodle and fussy cut out. And I don't have to doodle them right away, right? I can
Right.
do my snippet roll and I can doodle it afterwards. Or I can take my pens and doodle in front of the TV. But this is the picture that we're kind of not copying but working from. So they have the black and white stems. Jean was a genius and produced stems beforehand. I'm cheating and using marker and then I'll use white gel pen on them. And this was actually a quilt. Absolutely must be stunning in real life.
The artist that designs that quilt, I have several of her patterns from my busy sewing days, and she does some amazing work, pretty detailed. But and the patterns are simple. You can go as fancy or unfancy as you want. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have to be anything perfect. I don't even know that I have um, anything left that I've done with that. See my fancy folder?
Isn't that pretty?
This holds some of my painting papers.
That's very cool. Gina and I came up with an idea for next Friday, guys. We're going to mention it now while we're thinking of it, or I'm thinking of it.
Did you write it down?
No, that's why I'm
Okay.
going to tell everybody else so they'll know what we're doing because we all know I'm going to forget in an hour. We are going to do spines, different ways of sewing spines for journals. No, do I want you up? I want you up. This is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to doing the snippet rolls. The other reason that I figured I would do floral, and Jean doesn't necessarily do focal points on her snippet rolls. But I figure,
Honestly, put focal points in anything intentionally.
well, I'm just thinking that if I've got this on a snippet roll, I'm not going to have to add anything else to it. Like I have many, many tags and backgrounds, but I also have to build onto it for what I'm doing. I'm thinking that if I've got a snippet roll, I'm using this for a pocket or for a tuck or whatever, even if I've got just a part of a flower, it's still going to be fine. But if I had like a monster, who wants the feet of a monster? Like, well, I mean, the feet of a monster could be cute, but
Her name is Laura Heine. That's the thing. She did one that has birthday cakes on it. She did one that was a girl, and then her skirt was all different fabrics. And a lot of her patterns were big quilt size. And I don't make quilts, I just make stuff. And so I use them as inspiration and occasionally would work on cutting it down. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. But her technique is pretty easy to do.
I'm falling behind in the chat. Anne would like to know the name of the designer, please.
I just
Janet, she would like to know.
It's
Can you repeat?
Laura Hine. I spelled it. I already forgot. I would
Ladies, did
pronounce
you
it
get it?
Hine.
There we go. Anne's got it.
Yes, that's it.
Are you off, Miriam? If you're off, sweet dreams, hun. Miriam and Raoul did an amazing job getting that streamathon together over the weekend. Hokey Dinah. It was absolutely awesome. I really appreciate everything they did. You know what? I need my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. So, as I say, I am just drawing the stems with black marker, and I will come with a white gel pen after and doodle on them. I haven't decided what exactly I want to do with the flowers. I'm going to probably do about 3 pages and then go back and start embellishing them. Okay, Miriam.
All my markers are down to the little bitty nibs, and I won't let myself get any new ones out until I have used up more. Because I have 2 brand new sets, and I'm trying to use them up.
I understand that.
Except the black paint markers. There's 2 or 3 of them, some that aren't opened in here, just because that's not one of them I can run out of. And see, I'm doing some of the outlines, but I probably will go back in with the Stabilo after I've done the background.
Yeah.
I'm going to put the flowers on, and then come back in and do the background. Not really in love with that one. So we're going to set it to the side because if you don't love it, it's probably not the right one. At least that's my story.
And you're sticking to it?
Yep.
So Tuesday we will pick another thing to do for the next Tuesday. We did lace this week. We're doing the snippet rolls next week, and the week after is a surprise. We like surprises. He wants to start another thing. Are you going to do one like for Valentine's Day or something like that? Okay. So I am just cutting out random shapes for the flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're doing too?
Yeah, I kind of have an idea of what I'm going for, but it doesn't always go the way I think it should.
Yeah. Each day another theme? Ooh, that could be fun. I like it. Can I play too, guys? Will you count me in? I would love to play that game.
So normally the color of paper I have the most of is blue. And
Yeah.
I need blue flowers, and I can't find one I like.
Well, when I was doing that squeegee paint or whatever, scraping paint the other day, I ended up with some really interesting um, color combinations. So that's what I'm using. Well, some of it I'm using. I will use some in my over there beside me. What is that? Scavenger hunt. You know, mixed media, day two drawing, tatting, stitching. Oh, cool. Jelly print, mix match. All right. It sounds awesome.
There we go.
You
That's
know,
what I
I
needed.
did a workshop like that last year. It was put on by a young woman here in Canada. It was workshop week or something. Do you remember, Jean? You did that too, right?
Yes, I did. I don't recall what it was exactly.
And it was a free week. But what they did was um, after each class, the class was available for 24 hours, free. And then after that, it went to the vault. And at the end, you could buy the vault for X number of dollars. So it was, a nice moneymaker for her because the first year she did it, I think she had something like 6,000 people. And last year, did she have 85,000 or something, Jean? It
I
was
don't
just
know.
ridiculous.
Crazy.
It kept shutting down her server because there were so many people on. It was absolutely incredible. All right. That sounds awesome, Rule. I would definitely love to play. You just need to figure out where you want to put me. Oh, yuck. What the heck was that, Kim? We got some sort of rectangular something. Not sure. Well, we can turn it into a flower because we know. We know we can. And when did you say it was? You're hoping to have it, Raoul? I have to go back and read that. Do. Summer. Okay. Summer sounds good. Yeah, it could be fun to do one all about love. I don't know. It could be fun. It could be fun. Perfect. Midsummer or summer solstice? Okay. Okay. Jean shaking it. Shake it, Jean.
I think it's just not gonna work for me.
In the zine, I can give my interpretation of Love Day.
Bah humbug.
Zine collab. That could be fun. Let me know. Let me know what I need to do. If I need to design, like, I'm willing to play. We all know I love to play. Art camp. Yes, an art camp for
Oh yeah.
yeah, virtual art camp. I love it.
That sounds amazing. I would play with that. As long as it's never the second Saturday of the month. Those are my booked up times.
Okay, am I getting carried away? Okay, I'm gonna finish this page and start doodling. International Virtual Art Camp. I love it. I love it. I really do. Oh, Jan, you know what would be a blast? If you were here and we could do it together. Hint, Jan. She's ignoring me. Can you tell? I don't know that I'm going to make it to BC. Um, kind of leery about going through the mountains with the difference in the air and my breathing. kind of not sure. Not sure what the altitudes would do.
That's how I am with the vertigo. I just don't know what altitude will do for it.
Yeah.
You got all these papers, and then I don't have the ones I want.
Oh, I know that feeling so well. All right. So I have crazy flowers to doodle on. Altitude messes with your breathing too, Anne? Yeah, see, I'm just leery. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All right. I have a whole bunch of hole punch things because we all know I love my hole punches. Get my hole puncher out because I will be adding more, I am sure. Let's get a few. These are going to be interesting flowers by the time I'm done. I think I need some this size, but what color do we want? I think I want a solid color for some of the dots. Hmm. All right. Lol. Yes, Miriam, I agree. I'm not very tall either. I am not. Okay. Solid colors are in this bin over here. I'm just grabbing a couple. You know what? Just pull out the whole box, Kim, because you're not going to be happy unless you have the whole box. Maybe I need to cut out some solid flowers and then use decisions, guys. So many ideas.
No, and it's like I want this just as full as the picture.
Well, my snippet roll is going to be very. I don't know what. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Right, right.
But see, you have a plan for yours. I don't. I'm just making it.
Well, like I say, I think I would like to take a stretch canvas and fabric and do that and stitch them down and embroider them and stuff like that. Now, okay, let's do some orange. I could use some orange dots. So, plans for the weekend, guys? Nope, not that hole punch.
Well, I'm going to do a live with Lisa Conway Saturday morning, and then when that's over, we're going to go to Portales, New Mexico, and eat lunch.
Nice. Nice, nice. Oh, it would be so much fun if you and Elisa would be here, Jan. Oh, we could have such a blast. We really could. So let me think. Look, I even have a lid today that I can put my glue on instead of whatever available surface I have on my desk. So I'm just squeeze some glue onto here. Use a toothpick. Come over here. And I'm going to put some of these orange dots on a couple of the flowers. Just randomly, because I can. Oh no. Can't believe she's 2 already. Crazy. Okay. That'd be very cool. Very cool. That's not going to show up on there. Oh, really, Anne? That's crazy. That's really crazy. Oh, yeah, I can't wait to play.
Yeah, paper's falling all over the floor now.
Oh, my floor. Oh.
Yeah, but I'm in the dining room.
Yeah, but it's clean dirt. You can sweep it up, right? Like
Yep.
that's
Unless the dogs walk across it and track it all over the house, which could happen.
yeah.
It's all right. I don't care.
It's
You
so,
know, if I cared, I'd keep it clean, wouldn't I?
it's still clean dirt.
Yep.
Hmm.
I think my problem is I'm having trouble seeing these fully done and embellished. And I know once they're on here and I start doing my thing, it's going to be a whole different world. So maybe I should just start gluing down, huh?
Well, maybe. Who am I to say? We work so differently, but we do the same thing. This is what I like about doing the friends thing the most is that we have the same idea, but you do your way and I do mine. And I love the difference between them. I really, really do. My desk was almost clean. Not that anywhere around it was clean, but now I'm working on like a 6-inch square space again.
Well, I have this canvas, which is um,
16 by 20?
14 by 16.
14 by 16?
No, 12 by 6. 12 by 14.
Okay.
So I have at least this much space.
Nice. Well, I had more space before I brought out another box of stuff.
Well, I have a TV tray on one side holding the box of the paper, a table behind me that's holding more paper. The trash can is holding my marker tray.
Mine's holding my keyboard. So I've added a few dots. Me and my hole punch dots. I love my punch dots. Exactly, Miriam. My
Me
problem
too.
is my problem is that half the time I don't know if it's cold or an allergy. So if every time I had the sniffles, I stayed home, that just doesn't work because of that reason. Look, I've got black. Let's make some black holes, black dots.
Yeah, I wanted to go see my da- daughter and the twins and Riley today, but my daughter spent New Year's Day in urgent care with this terrible sinus infection. And then her husband got sick, and Riley's fighting it. So I decided, nah, I got things I want to do. I don't want to be sick.
Exactly. Well, we've been out and about. Well, went for groceries on Tuesday, which is good. Needed groceries. Um, because it was 10% Tuesday, you get 10% off your groceries at quite a few of the major shopping stores, like stores in Manitoba. So I like doing my big shop when I get 10% off. And
Thank you for
then,
telling me they look like Wonka. It's such a compliment. That's my very favorite show.
um, then we had to run into town on Wednesday. So I stopped by, no, I guess that was, no, we went Wednesday. No, it had to have been yesterday. Had to have been yesterday. So confused. Anyway, um, went grocery shopping, or he had to pick up stuff in town yesterday. And then I popped in for a few of the groceries that I couldn't get. They didn't have carrots. Believe it or not, there were no carrots. So I had to find carrots because we eat a lot of homemade soup, and all homemade soups have carrots in it, as far as I'm concerned. Um, so I stopped to get carrots. They didn't have carrots there that I liked either. Came home, started doing the mix for getting the chicken ready to marinade, and I was out of cumin. So then we had to go get out again to get the cumin, but they had carrots, lovely carrots. I am so excited. Anyway, it's just a crazy kind of thing happening.
Best glue burnisher ever. Lid of the glue stick.
Nice, nice.
You know, it would be a perfect place is if you had a U-shaped table that one side held your supplies, one side you worked at, and then you could turn around and do all your gluing and never have it messy.
I have that. I have a U-shaped space, Jean. The side to my left of me is stacked again, 18 inches high, with stuff that needs to get put away, but I'm also working on it, so I'm not putting it anywhere. And the other side of me has like my keyboard and another computer screen. Yeah, I have a U shaped space. It would be lovely. I'm just a very messy crafter, and I admit it.
Oh, I start off good, but that's about as far as it goes. And I'm at this point now where these little scraps ain't making it to the trash can. They're just going to get, they hit the floor. Yay, yay. Somebody will sweep someday.
I know that feeling, except that'll be me eventually. That pen doesn't work worth it. Tinkers, you know.
But I have to tell you this, y'all going to think this is crazy. Um, Sometimes sweeping, I can do that, no problem. But the bending over for the dustpan or what have you, sometimes it'll bring on, bending down does bring on dizzies quite often. And so we also have we don't have a lot of trees, but we still have a lot of leaves. I don't know how that is, but it is. And hubby brings in the leaf blower and opens the door and just blows all the leaves outside that the dogs have drug in.
Yeah,
Works wonders.
I believe it. I really believe it.
I'm like, they need to invent one of those for your house. Not so big and complicated. So how many flowers have you got done, Kim?
Done? Um, no, none. How many of you got done, Jean?
None. I have one kind of glued down. Ta-da!
Nice.
I like it. That's important.
Very important.
And when I get it all done and all the doodling in the background and all of that, I will spray it with like 3 coats of matte sealer before I do any kind of sealing so nothing runs.
Nice.
Learned a long time ago, you can't just spray things with gloss because it sometimes does weird things.
It does.
I did it on some shrink plastic stuff and it just dissolved it.
Yeah. I have one done. See, I've got one done. Yay! Yeah, Rule. I like those movies too. Adam's Family, Wonka, Peter Pan, Alice in Wonderland, Beetlejuice. Yes, definitely.
I've never seen Beetlejuice.
You've never seen Beetlejuice?
I have not.
Hey, Kevin, welcome. Nice to see you. Hi, Dana. Sorry, we're just kind of Happy New Year, Kevin. We're making some crazy mixed media flowers today.
I know I haven't talked nearly as much as I should.
Kevin runs a channel that helps out YouTubers with low memberships, and he promotes them. And quite a few of the people on his channel are very, very lovely, and they help you out, and it's just a wonderful thing.
Where do I put those long flowers? Jan, do you mean the picture I've already done? or these long flowers, like right here.
Working and lurking.
This one may have trouble going
That's
down.
what I usually do too, Kevin.
This one's cut out of a heavier paper and it doesn't want to stay glued down very well.
Clamp it.
I don't have a clamp that'll come in this far.
Oh, put a book on it.
And then what am I supposed to do while I'm working on the rest of it?
Work on the other side of the canvas.
I don't think I can do it that way.
Okay. Just thought I would offer some advice, some ideas.
Well, I'm just going to let it do its thing, and if it comes up, which it is, I'll use wet glue. Because it is so thick, the piece.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm just using paper. I haven't even pulled out any cardstock or anything to use.
I don't even know what this was done on. I just pulled out the box of painting papers.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I do painting papers, I have no idea where they came from.
I get it. Well, I know that they all come from my house, but half the time I don't remember when I've done them.
May have to get a nail for that one.
Oh, welcome back, Belinda. You like color purple? My all-time favorite movie is Rocky Horror Picture Show.
My favorite is it's a cross between two, and that's Willy Wonka and Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz is good.
Wizard of Oz is you like it or you don't like it kind of movie. I have found.
I think I got a second flower done. Not so sure I like the stem on that one.
You were talking Rocky Horror Picture Show. That's where that idea came from.
Well, I also like Little Shop of Horrors with Audrey too.
Oh.
Plant that is an alien or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's more Beetlejuice, the stripes. Harry Potter, Fantastic Beast, 83 movies? Wow. Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit series. Sweet dreams, Miriam. Thanks for coming.
I really liked Fantastic Beast. Both of them that I've seen. I love it.
I've never seen it. But that's not really saying much because I really don't watch much.
And what surprised me the most that I watched and enjoyed was Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay. I haven't watched that. Read the books, never watched the series.
You know, hubby would sit here and tell me, that doesn't look very historically accurate. Like, nobody said it had to be. I don't know why I really avoided it for a long time. I was like, this is not anything I would like.
Yeah.
And I did.
You know what?
Ew, I didn't know there were 3. I'll have to look that up. I love the little creatures. Oh my God, they're so cute. That could be why I like making little monsters and robots. And
You love little creatures.
I do love little creatures because it really lets you use your imagination.
You would think I had a red pencil just handy. No. There we go. You red? Raspberry. Good enough.
I like Bridgerton. I tried watching Stranger Things and I just couldn't do it. I just really couldn't do it.
I watched Bridgerton with my granddaughter. Watched a lot more TV when she was here, like in Manitoba. Because she would just come over and say, "Let's watch." Okay. So we would.
Well, I had my granddaughter, right? And so, we would craft for a while and then she'll say, well, why don't we do this on front of the TV and we can make this or whatever? And so when we went in there, I said, so what do you want to watch? What do you like to watch? Because when the grandkids are here, the TV is whatever they want.
Yeah.
And mostly because they're still little. I mean, Riley is 14.
Yeah.
But anyway, she watched something called, it's on Nickelodeon Kids, or not Nickelodeon Kids, Netflix, but it's in the kids department or whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
And Haters Back Off. It's about Miranda Sings, and this girl she does her lipstick like a quarter an inch above her lips.
Oh, yeah. That's how I do it.
I would call her a female Urkel.
Okay.
Do you know who Steve Urkel is?
I do.
Yeah, that's what I'd call her. And her mama told her, now don't ask Grandma to watch that. That's a silly show. Grandma won't like it. I thought it was so cute. And come home, I had to finish the series.
That's awesome. Hey, Sherry. Welcome, hon. Nice to see you.
Hi, Sherry.
I did watch Downton Abbey. Not Call the Midwife.
Here are matches for Downton Abbey.
I love The Gilded Age. That was one of that was one of the most recent series I've watched.
I have not seen it.
And that's another thing. I swore, the kids would say, let's watch this. Is it a series? No. Yeah. No, I don't want to watch it if it's a series. Guess who's hooked on series now?
Well, I have to admit that the last couple of weeks, I have been watching an awful lot more TV than I have in a while.
Well, my TV's never on in the daytime.
Depends on my pain threshold for what I can get done. That's why the TV. Now, why did I do that? That's supposed to be black and white. You're not as big a fan, Anne? Meryl Streep has a daughter? Yes, I live under a rock. My sister will be, message me with all these TV shows and stuff, and I just think to myself, I have no idea what you're talking about. None whatsoever. She can't see me smile and nod over the keyboard. Hi, Miss Allie K. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome. Line in Dutch. Streep means line in Dutch. Nice.
Have you ever seen the movie Palms?
Who?
Palms, Poms.
No.
It's got Diane Keaton, and it's about some older people in a nursing home, not a nursing home, a retirement village. And they decide they want to be cheerleaders.
No.
It's really good.
My focus is not. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Let's see if we can get that in. I haven't got Netflix. There we go. Almost. Come on. That's better. Thank you for letting me know. You did watch Palms, Anne? Seriously, I live under a rock. My sister spent much time talking to me about The Crown, and all I could do is smile and nod.
I haven't watched that one yet, but the thought has crossed my mind.
You watch everything? Thank you. Thank you for letting me know, Allie. Brady movie? Nope. No. But those are all actresses I like. I really enjoyed Grace and
Sally, when I think of Sally Field, I think of The Flying Nun.
Me too. That and Not Without My Daughter. Do you remember that movie?
Mm-mm.
She married an Eastern gentleman, and she went to his country. Can't remember which Eastern country it was, but she had to wear um, a habib, the full black thing, no hair showing. Um, it was really brutal, and he wouldn't let her go home. She had to, or if she did go home, his daughter had to stay, and his family were just. It was almost like she was a prisoner. It was a very, very interesting movie. She played the wife in that one. She played it very, very well. I didn't read the book. Did not read the book. Okay, I have 4 flowers done. Done. Look, I'm getting there.
Yay.
Yes, she was a prisoner. Right, Jan, right. Yeah, Sally Field's always good. Just gonna scroll up chat a little bit, see what you guys are. Lincoln movie with Daniel Day-Lewis. I don't know what that is. Yeah, Grace and Frankie, or Frankie and Grace, that one. I like that too. Steel Magnolias as well. Yes. Yes, that was a good movie as well. For somebody who doesn't watch much TV or anything, I know what you guys are talking about. It's awesome. Thanks, Belinda. Thanks, Anne. So I want to use these as the focal points for my snippet roll that we're doing on Tuesday. The supply list is posted in my community tab here. It's also in Meet Your Creativity. Lincoln movie was about Abraham Lincoln. Okay. Okay. You don't necessarily need focal points for your snippet rolls. The reason I am doing this is because you guys know how I work. That if I'm putting something in, I want it to be done so I don't have to go back and putz with it, because I've got so much in my journals that I need to go back and work on that I don't know when I'm going to get these journals done. So this is one of my, not necessarily a resolution, but this is something that I really want to work on with myself, is to have most things just ready to drop in and go. Also, I figure if I do them like this, I can photocopy them and send them off to Jean that she can use for define.
That's always a good thing.
Did I send you the robots?
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay. I will remember to do that. Maybe.
That's all right. We won't hold our breath.
I know. But on a really good note, remember that journal that I've been meaning to send?
Uh-huh.
And I never got finished? I finished it. I haven't sent it, but I got finished. And I haven't sent your stuff yet either. I will. I just, Christmas time and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're done. Hi, Tutu. Welcome. Happy Friday. Yes. Daniel Day-Lewis was Lincoln. He was the only actor with 3 Oscar Best Actor wins and is very picky with movies. He makes like 1 movie in 3 years. Nice. Okay, 1 set of flowers. Done. Have 2 more. 2 more. We are doing collage flowers today, Tutu. Jean found this picture But this was actually a quilt that somebody had made, and it's absolutely stunning. So we figured we would do it collage style. Jean was very intelligent and did pages of black and white before we started. I'm just using marker and doodling on them. Yeah, wouldn't it that be stunning to see in person? I think that would be absolutely gorgeous. So Jean is doing hers on a stretched canvas, or is it a canvas panel, Jean?
It's a canvas panel.
Okay, so Jean's doing hers on a canvas panel. I was thinking of doing this on a stretched canvas, but doing it with fabric and stitching it down because I don't have any projects that need to get done right away. Shh.
Was that sarcastic?
No, maybe, probably. Okay, it was.
It looks so skinny, and I can't wait to get the rest of this in here.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm chopping mine up. Mine are gonna get. I'll scan them and then send them and then chop them. Sherry, how's your January junk journal going? I've started it. I think I'm a day behind on that one because I'm not supposed to be starting anything new. Liar, 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 liar.
Not supposed to and doing it are two different things.
Yeah, it's kind of what I think. For the letter F, um, I have my entire alphabet for the scavenger hunt journal because Jean and I did alphabet ATCs. So I used all my scavenger hunt ATCs and did this with them. Would that be me? So I've got my entire alphabet all the way to Z, and I've got my food packaging. I had a lot of fun playing with this setup. So I've got quite a bit of this done already, actually. Not quite half. And then, of course, this one with the candy wrapper tabs. Right, right. Okay, Anne, I love you. I love you for that. Anne says, it is only something new if it is an entirely new type of art requiring new supplies. So I'm going to use this little journal thing um, that I've been, it's just stuff that I play with. I'm going to use that and put it in this part of the envelope. I just have to figure out a way to keep these closed. I might just use all hidden paper clips for that. Anyway, I have my letters. I do have my letters.
And I do love that thought process. Did you think about that for a long time?
Pardon, Jean?
Oh, her. It's only something new if it's entirely new type of art requiring new supplies. I really like that.
Me
I don't
too.
know that I would have thought of that, so I think it's really
I love it.
cool.
I think that that should be our new motto. I think, Anne, can you send that to me in a message, please, hun? And that way I'm going to put it as one of my taglines at the top of my things. And we can use that and meet your creativity if you don't mind. Because I really like that. No one puts Kim in the corner. Well, you can put me in the corner. Just make sure I have stuff. Because I'm in a corner. At the end, one will win a prize. Yeah, I've been doing this for a couple of years. Um, Roel, this is like the third one I've done. Awesome. I think that my last two I've done videos on. Last year's for sure. Thank you, Anne. You don't mind if I steal that and use it? I want dots around the top of this, like a little crown. I want, I think I want yellow. Oh, but that's nice and bright. Okay, look, a piece of yellow cardstock comes out because I need the holes. I have a plan. It's scary when Kim has a plan.
Run, everybody, run.
Thank you, Anne. I have to get those other momisms on the lists. That's another journal I want to work on this year. Sorry? What? Sherry. Why are you sorry, hun? Thank you. Thank you, Anne. You know what? Maybe we should have t-shirts printed with that.
Well, I have to say that I bought something new.
You bought something new?
I did.
I did
I
too.
bought, I bought rubber bands to make rubber band bracelets with Kennedy.
Nice. I bought a card shuffler because I can't shuffle cards as much as I would like to. And we play canasta and we play hand and foot canasta. And we use two
Oh,
decks per person. So my grandson and his girlfriend come over. She doesn't know how to shuffle cards because she's just started playing cards due to her upbringing. And my grandson tries. So I had to get a card shuffler so that we could play canasta.
I love canasta.
Awesome. Do you play hand and foot canasta?
I have. It's been a long time,
Yeah.
but I don't have anyone to play with. Gary doesn't play cards.
Neither does
Very,
Ron.
very seldom will he even play a game. It just depends upon who asks. If it's
Yeah.
me, the answer is always no.
Yeah. No, Ron, we play GeoGuessr, but we do that while we eat supper. most of the time. And that's on the computer, right? So that's what him and I play. He will play backgammon with me. I lied. He will play backgammon with me. He did build me an incredible backgammon board. It is stunning. So,
I like backgammon too. I play them all online or on my phone because I don't have anybody else to play with.
yeah. I just don't want to pay for games because, so I don't play if there are a lot of ads.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple I play enough that it was worth getting them, but
Yeah.
just a couple.
I think I want white across the tip of that. Yeah, she did have a sale. She has always amazing stuff, Raoul. She does her sale yeah, she does. Yeah, me too, and we always played cards.
Have you ever played spoons?
Yes. In fact, my younger daughter and one of my courtesy daughters, my older daughter's good friend, they started playing knives. They scared the bejesus out of me. Yeah, they were butter knives, but man, those girls were wild.
Yeah, I was gonna say
After the second time, I said, no more. No more. Spoons or nothing.
um, I've had some pretty good injuries from spoons, so I can't even imagine knives.
I have wild kids. They've grown up a lot now, but they love them to bits.
Glad they're still alive, kind of thing, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mind you, I look at my grandsons because I grew up with a sister. Rummy, yes, Rummy for sure. Um, Grew up with a sister, had girls, and now I've got the three boys, and they're like aliens to me. Seriously. Just noises covered in skin that don't stop moving. But they are wonderful.
Well, the grands like games, but they don't play them. And I buy a game. Well, Santa brings them a game every year for Christmas.
Yeah.
This year they got what they call the magnetic checkers.
Okay.
It's like little magnetic rock, and you got this rope that lays out, and you got to put them in there.
Okay.
And if you try not to get them to connect.
Okay.
And it looked like fun. I had fun playing with it before I wrapped it, but I'll bet you $5 that they never even get open.
Yeah. See, my younger daughter, they play a lot of games because she wouldn't let the kids watch TV for a very long time. They had no TV. She wanted them to be kids, right? So, no computers, no video games, nothing unless they were here. So, they played a lot of games. So, I bought her this game called Crib Wars. So it's just like cribbage, except that it takes about 4 hours, and you have to, if somebody gets something, you have to move back spaces. Says it takes about 6 hours, but she hasn't brought it over for me to play with her yet, and I really want to try it.
Yeah.
Was it gin rummy or just regular rummy, Jan? Monopoly Go on your phone? Nice. Moving or eating? Yes, they do a lot of eating, especially now they're teenagers. Oh my goodness. I think their parents send them over here when groceries are low at their place. They don't feel like shopping. Love all my boys though. Regular rummy? Okay. We played racetrack rummy and gin, and we play a game called Slow Speed with 2 decks. Crib.
But we play regular speed.
I haven't
I don't.
played that in forever.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to play it, but I know I loved it.
Yeah, I can't remember how to play that either. We've been playing an awful lot of Crazy 8 Countdown. That seems to be a big one with the upcoming generation.
Have you ever played Exploding Cat or Exploding?
Yes, Exploding Kittens.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah, the grandkids have that one.
I played that on our at our family reunion. I don't know that I could ever play it again. I mean, I'd have to learn it all over because it was kind of complicated, but I won both games I played, so
Nice.
I'm going to have to go back in here and check spots for glue before I go too far in it. I mean, I'm going to finish it, but I may have to do that.
You played games at least once a week? Yes, that's what my daughter does. Friday night is game night at her house. They play Boggle and all kinds of things. I keep buying them games for that reason. It's nice that they play games when they're there. You went with your in-laws to buy some big family pizza cheesy bites. You were talking, your nephews and nieces just finished the 3 large pizzas, nothing left for the adults. Uh-huh, I can relate. Your brother and wife like games too, Jan? Always playing cards or board games? No, you don't live in the same area. Yeah, the adults laugh and bought more pizza. It's about all you can do. It's about all you can do. Yeah, I love games. I love to play games. Miss playing games. I had a girlfriend. We would stay up till like 3 or 4 in the morning and play canasta. It was great. She's the one that I played a lot of word games on the computer with. You know what I haven't done that would probably make great Kimbits?
Don't make me guess.
Hot air balloons. I like hot air balloons. I'm liking the way yours is coming together.
I'm loving it.
That's awesome, Rule. Seriously, I can see my grand doing that easily. Absolutely easily. King in the corner, yes!
Oh, yeah, we play King on the Corner all the time. In
Yeah.
fact, After my mom had her surgery and I stayed up there with them, they would go to the senior center for lunch, and there was a group of people, and they always played King on the Corner. They got downright into it too, let me tell you.
Those seniors, I tell ya.
When I first would go there with my dad, it cost me $5.50 to eat
Yeah.
because I wasn't a senior. But then now I get to eat for $3.50.
That's awesome.
I don't think I like that one.
Yeah, I miss having a neighbor that we would just play cards with. Evidently, my neighbor behind plays Scrabble and cards, and we keep meaning to go out to the greenhouse in the afternoons and play, but it hasn't been sunny enough out for us to do that. Two more complete. Do you know where there are instructions for it? Oh, I can't remember how to play it either, Anne. That's amazing.
King on the Corner. Um,
And you count down from the kings to aces, right?
right on the corners. And
Yeah.
the let me ask my dad. They still play it,
Okay.
or I'll look it up. I'll find something.
Thank you. The other thing we play a lot of, or we used to play a lot of, was Yahtzee.
Yeah, I never would play Scrabble with my mom because she always won. Always.
Yeah.
Now I like to win once in a while. Oh look, I'll do it over here so you can see it better. I think I might put some little grass at the bottom.
They had grass at the bottom on here.
Yeah, but see this little cutout? I think that's
Oh,
perfect.
that's cute. Yeah. Scrabble. Love Scrabble. Love Scrabble. One said of your grandparents were always in card clubs until your grandma got dementia. Yeah. Pink grass. Yes, pink grass is lovely.
Oh, it'll probably be other colors too. I mean, I don't want any color to feel left out except red. Some color I hardly ever use is red. Not on purpose. It just happens that way.
So I have to throw this out with you guys too. I went to a free class last night, and well, it was one of those introductory kind of things where you go and it's free, and then they want you to start paying for classes, etc. It was lovely. Don't get me wrong. I took a lot away from it. I was really relaxed after I did the class. But they were in, she called it Fortnite, and quite a few of the people there, I thought it was all of them, but it wasn't. But quite a few of the people there had taken her classes in the past. So Fortnite was you build yourself a blanket fort, and that's where you do your Zoom thing. So she had us sketching and what do you she posted pictures of popcorn. You had to draw the popcorn and find something in it, right? Like we did with our blind monsters. But everybody was in this blanket fort, and it was a Zoom meeting. And the people that they showed were in these cozy areas. I would love to do something that like that with you guys. Maybe over the summer we could have a blanket fortnight and sketch or something. Just throwing it out there. If anybody else would be interested, could try it on Zoom and just visit and play. Your grandparents, both mom and dad, loved fishing. Yes, fishing and farming. Planting their own veggies. Yeah, farm animals. Okay, they only bought cooking oil and bath soap. I remember my grandparents had 200 chickens. Wow, Raoul. Geese, pigs, horses, cows. Nice. No need to buy eggs, milk, cheese, or meat or fish. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. My parents had a cottage, so I grew up fishing. Loved fishing. Love
We have
smoking.
a we have a fishing pond on our property, my dad's property, and it's fully stocked. They're gonna do something to get some of the moss and stuff out this spring, so it'll be restocked again.
Nice.
So
What kind of fish do you stock it with? Trout, or what do you stock it with?
um, they have had perch and they've had catfish, and a lot of people that like to come out there to fish, they'll catch fish somewhere else and bring them out there and put them in our pond.
Oh,
So it's kind of got a nice little mix of fish.
awesome. That's awesome.
It's
Yeah, we caught a lot of goldeye, and that's goldeye and pickerel, which you guys know as walleye. So yeah, I miss that. I miss having fish every week. But yeah,
I
I have a garden too, and I like growing my own veggies. We do make our own soap once in a while. Um, haven't made soap for, I guess we're due to make some. I'm down to last few bars. I find it much nicer on your hands. It doesn't dry your hands out as much as if, you buy the store bought stuff. A Zoom play date? Awesome. That would be cool. I didn't have a blanket for it because I didn't know that that's what they were doing. I was down here, but I was using my tablet so that they could see my face. So they saw the stuff behind me.
So
I
it looked
do
like a fort, huh?
Pardon, Sarah Jean?
So it looked like a fort, huh?
Oh, yeah. um, Rule says, back in Brazil, my grandparents used to catch piranhas. Oh, salmon in store bought, and we sometimes ate crocodile meat too. Yes, Allie, I do can. Yeah, did they eat the piranhas? What do you do with piranhas? Fresh. Did the canned foods that much? Yeah. A lot of spine. Yeah. Um, I'm not canning as much, Allie, because it calls for a lot of salt, and I'm on a salt restricted diet now. So I do a lot more freezing than canning because I'm really watching my salt and um, sugars. I don't have a problem with sugars, but I don't want to add extra sugar to my apples and things. So I usually just freeze them, chunk them, and freeze them. Faux zoom backgrounds that look like a blanket fort. That could be fun. That could be fun. No, it would be fun to do a Zoom play date. Don't you think?
Or Google Meet is really fun too.
Google Meet? Right,
Mm-hmm.
right. I did that with the ladies on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do a lot of cooking and stuff, Allie. Jan and I will play online on Facebook Messenger. And I have another friend that we do a, pardon the language, bitch and stitch occasionally. I like that. Yeah, I think the blanket, and a lot of them were in their pajamas. Like it was just so cool. She started us off with a meditation, drawing meditation thing, and it just It was lovely. It was so lovely. I really liked it. But I was really disappointed that I didn't have a blanket fort. So if she does another fortnight, I'm definitely going to crawl under my dining room table with blankets around it or something.
Yeah, I couldn't do that because then they'd have to call 911 to get me up off the floor.
Ah,
So I'm sitting here thinking what I can put behind me to make me a fort in my chair.
well, I mean, I could hang blankets from my T-bar ceiling. I'm close enough to the wall that it shouldn't bend the strapping too much. Table fort, yeah, table fort. But yeah, I mean, if it came right down to it, I could just staple blankets to the walls and whatever.
You could just droop it over the top of you and call it your fort.
I could. I could. Coconut milk soup. Mmm. I'm not a fan of tofu. Chicken and baked onion with rice. New salad. Red beet. Oh, I love red beets.
I love beets, but I love beets cooked, like um, baked or roasted. That's what I mean, roasted. I love roasted beets. Oh,
Yes. Have you had beet chips? There is a restaurant that I've been to with my daughters because we'll go out and have those hoity toity kind of strange things that my husband won't touch with a 10-foot pole. Um, and we had beet chips. They were just wonderful. Exactly, and just create your own definition of a fort. Do it on your bed, even. Yes, menus always sound incredible. We have leftover spaghetti because we celebrated spaghetti yesterday. Yeah, but the beet chips, they were warm. They were served warm roll, and they were absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. I haven't had luck growing any root vegetables the last 3 years. I've had no carrots, no beets, no onions. I'm thinking that's probably why there weren't any carrots when I was grocery shopping.
what kind of soup are you making?
Who's making soup?
Well, you said you were buying carrots for soup, or was that?
Oh, I um we eat a lot of soup. So my idea of meal planning is I have a list on my computer of pretty much everything that we make. So it's got
Uh,
everything from nachos to stir fry to curries to whatever, right? Like it's got everything that I can think of. So we pick out 14 different things to last for 2 weeks. And so for the next 2 weeks, we've got listed pea soup, lentil soup, and cheeseburger soup. So,
that sounds adequate.
yeah, you ate too much the last week. Oh, me too. Me too. Yeah, I'm not too. I don't know too much about Indonesian. I mean, I do jerk chicken, but I mean that's more Caribbean, Jamaican kind of stuff, grody and stuff. Winter, you eat soups. We eat soups all the time, bro. We eat them even in the summertime.
I like soup.
Me too. I'm making incredible roasted tomato soup.
That sounds
The stuff
good.
from the you know, right from the garden. It's really, really nice.
Let me tell you, I didn't know vegetables could be so good roasted.
I love roasted vegetables. It wasn't cookies that we had, John. It was more um, like cheese ball and stuff because when we do the puzzles, we just have snack food around. So it was like cheese ball and hummus and lots of dips and crackers and things. Peanut butter soup. I can't eat peanut butter anymore. I can't eat peanuts. I'm allergic to them now. But that sounds wonderful. I do
No,
like a butternut squash soup. I've done pumpkin soup. I've done carrot soup. Ron isn't fond of those as much. He finds them too sweet.
peanut butter soup sounds disgusting. I don't like peanut butter though.
Okay. I love peanut butter. Almond butter just isn't the same. It really isn't. I don't care what anybody says, but I eat that.
We saw a scene, rather, a video, and the recipe that guy used looked so stinking good. So we tried it. It was just one of those stupid shorts, that you fall for. And it was take the Grand's biscuits and cut them into quarters, and then you put in a stick of butter and minced garlic and whatever seasonings you want, and Parmesan cheese and mozzarella cheese, and then you could put some pepperoni in it, and then you cook it in a butt pan. Well, we cooked it the length of time he said, and it was nowhere near done. So we took it out of the butt pan and laid it in a cake pan instead so it could cook evenly. But it was pretty good. Could have left the pepperoni out, I thought, but it was pretty good.
Awesome. Cook your chicken in chicken broth or water with chicken bouillon. Add onion, garlic, black pepper, 3 bay leaves, then peanut butter, 2 tablespoons of the soup. Okay. See, I can't do Thai because of the peanuts. Pigs in a blanket over the holidays. Crescent roll wrapped around cocktail sausages. Nice. Yeah, I didn't make pigs in blankets this year. I had a week to prepare Christmas. So a lot of the normal stuff didn't get made.
I did no cooking for Christmas or Thanksgiving. I have this theory all of a sudden that if they think we need to drive over there for an hour and a half to have the holidays instead of them coming here, they should cook the whole meal.
Well, my kids did their normal part. One did the ham, one did the turkey. I did the rouladen and lazy man's cabbage rolls and stuffed cabbage rolls. I did the meatballs. One of the kids did the potatoes, and the other did roasted carrots. So it was a decent spread. There just wasn't the baking or,
Yeah.
you know, not that I bake a lot at Christmas because I always find that we're always so full.
Yeah. Well, I usually make banana nut bread because Miss Kay says she always tells everybody, my grandma makes the best banana nut bread in the world. And so I always um, make that. But this time in school last year, they did a recipe book for their mothers for Christmas.
Okay.
And so she called and asked me to give her the recipe for banana bread. Could she use that? So she says, I said, well, what do you think I should bring? And she pops right up and she says, I'm going to be making the banana bread.
Awesome.
Okay, you make the banana bread.
I loved it when my granddaughter used to do things like that. She always made the garlic bread for the meals from the time she was about 11. And she would do the bread from scratch because that's the way she grew up, right? Because we do things from scratch around here. But then, of course, she grew up and hasn't been doing making bread lately. So, but she knows how. If she needs to. She's living in the UK now, so I don't know what she's doing. Okay, kimchi refrigerator. Okay, it's evil in your opinion. Okay, I have to go way back here. Okay, there's the peanut butter soup. Pigs and blankets, saute. I am allergic to peanuts, Allie. I am. Breaks my heart. I love peanut butter. Uh, the avocado drink. Peanut sauce is served with saute sometimes, but at least our local Thai restaurants serve it with other dishes. Spring rolls. Oh, I love spring rolls.
I love spring
Chicken.
rolls.
You never ate Thai, Vietnamese, nor Korean. The papaya salad. Pho or pho. Can't remember how it's pronounced. Bun bun. I love the Filipino pancit. Filipino pancit. I love pancit. Kimchi's evil in your opinion. Smell of it. Yeah. She was born in Korea. She has a special kimchi refrigerator. What is kimchi? Oh, peanut sauce is excellent. Kimchi is a pickled cabbage. It's too sour for your taste buds. It's also spicy. Well, I like sauerkraut. Has too much salt in it for me, but I do eat it on hot dogs and in perishke.
You know, sauerkraut's really good on a hamburger too.
It is chili oil in it. Smells like the worst stinky teenage boy songs in the world. Oh, and I love you. Sauerkraut is yum. Yeah, with pork feet and pork tail and potatoes, the German way. Kimchi makes kraut seem like baby food. I knew what you meant. Yeah, I love sauerkraut. Yeah, it does need to be washed to remove a bit of the salty. I like it fried as well. Like you rinse it and you fry it up. It's wonderful. Ceramic containers. Oh, kimchi was placed into ceramic containers and buried for months. See, I had a crock, and my mom used to use it for making sauerkraut. I've never made sauerkraut in the crock. I usually just do small batches in uh, 2-quart jars. But your house does have a real funky smell if you're making sauerkraut in the house. I think the fermentation, though, is supposed to be really, really high in probiotics and really good for your digestive system, if my memory stands correct. But we don't rely on my memory, guys. No. It's not something we do is rely on Kim's memory here. See, I was just trying to think. What did I say I needed to remember for next Friday? I'm going to write it down now.
Yay!
We are doing spines. Spines for next Sunday. I'm putting it on this post-it note right here. Right here. That makes sense. That makes sense, Anne. No. See, my husband doesn't like curries and things either. So if I'm doing curry, I make it for myself. Darn good thing my grandkid eats it. Well, a couple of my grandkids eat it. My friend's mom, speaking of pork roasts, she would take the pork roast and slice it into pieces about this thick, maybe half an inch thick, and slice the thing. Then she would crush up barbecue potato chips and put them between all the slices. And then she would roll the pork roast in crushed up barbecue chips and then roast it. It was really good. It was like barbecue pork. Cook sticky rice, wait, and cool it down and put kind of yeast, sweet one. Leave it in the fridge for 3 days. A yummy alcohol sauce. A kind of yeast dough, like a sweet yeast dough, or what? Just yeast with sugar roll. You don't eat a lot of Indian food, Japanese, Chinese, Italian, Mexican, American. Yeah. Oh yeah, I love curry. Tapa. You love curry if it doesn't get too hot, and pita bread. I love pita bread. I also love naan bread. I like all kinds of breads. It's an Indonesian sweet yeast. I wonder if I can find it here. I wonder. Coconut sauce and sliced mangoes. Oh, see, you guys are making me hungry. And I have leftovers. I get leftovers today. But that's okay.
We're having tacos.
Mmm. Tacos are good. I have leftover spaghetti.
I love leftover spaghetti. Sometimes I think it's better the leftover than it was the first time.
Oh, for sure. For sure, for sure. TAPA, TAPAI. I will check that out too.
So my flowers are all on there.
I like them. Jean,
I
I'm
need
going
to
to
put,
make you big. I'm going to make you big. Hang on.
I need to put in some leaves and the little grass things. And I think I'm going to do some green leaves and some black and white leaves too.
Well, I'm thinking that because I'm doing the snippet roll, I've got so many Kimbits of leaves. I'm going to probably throw a bunch of that stuff in. Naan bread with lentils in it? Lasagna? Oh, I love lasagna. I made lasagna for Christmas this year since we had
I
kids.
don't know that I've ever ate lentils.
I love lentils. Well, that's a thing with Ron being German and lentil soup. So that's like the green or the brown lentils. I also use red lentils in spaghetti sauce and in stew.
I didn't even know lentils came in colors.
And I love chickpea curry. I use a lot of pulses actually. Black beans.
Now, black beans I like.
I
I
make
can
my own.
In fact, we use black beans for refried beans too when our with our Mexican food.
Oh, nice. I haven't done that. I mean, like if I'm making burritos or quesadillas or whatever, I put in black beans and corn a lot of times. But
Well, see, that's another one of my weird things is I can't do corn that
it would, Anne.
I can't do corn with meat.
Okay.
I know it's weird, but it comes from I can tell you exactly where it came from. It's when I was in Girl Scouts, and I told them then I didn't like meat with tomatoes and corn. I could probably do corn with some meats, but if there's a tomato base, absolutely not.
Really?
Oh God, it's. And I told them I didn't like it, and I said, well, you need to eat it because they could have given me my bowl before they added the corn. And needless to say, I got up in the middle of the night, out of the tent, throwing everything up. It just, yeah.
Oh no.
I know it sounds weird, but it is the way it is.
Um Roll says, Anne, try the roti. That is pizza-like bread, Indian filled with either potatoes, lentils, or chickpeas. And it's quite spicy too, isn't it, Roll? I had a friend from Jamaica who made roti, and it was quite spicy. Anne says, Jean, that would make a great fabric print. It really would.
Thank you.
Roll, you don't like lasagna? Do you find it too heavy? I love lasagna. Alfredo, spaghetti, meatballs, and tiramisu. Yeah, tiramisu is lovely. You could have the potato version. You love chickpeas? I love chickpeas too.
I don't know that I've ever ate those either.
What's the other word for them? Can't remember what the other word for them. You all cook for Anne if she's in Barcelona. Very nice. Excellent, excellent, Anne. You thought it was a bug. That's hilarious. And says, I used to hide lentils in the kids' super fortified chocolate chip oatmeal cookies. It was years before one of them broke a cookie in half and saw a lentil sticking out. He thought it was a bug. I've never put it in cookies. Soups, salads. A lot of times, if I make shepherd's pie or meatloaf, that kind of thing, I will do half lentils, half meat. Garbanzo beans, that's it. Garbanzo beans or chickpeas.
Yeah, well, I've never had those. Aren't lentils those little tiny? I don't even know what they are. I think maybe I'm thinking of.
Yeah, they're little flat, round disc things.
And I thought I wasn't a picky eater. I really did. I mean, I pretty much won't eat anything. I mean, I'll eat anything that doesn't eat me first. But I guess I was mistaken. Do you like liver and onions?
No.
Oh,
And the
there I
reason for that is my mother cooked liver and kidney for her dogs every Thursday. She would boil liver and kidney for her dogs. And the house stunk. Oh my word. Never, never will I eat that.
Well, if that was the case, I wouldn't like chicken. My grandma used to butcher them in the house, and or I mean, not in the house, but singe them in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hummus. Yeah. I love hummus. I make hummus. I also do hummus out of black beans or other um, pulses as well. Those cookies had oatmeal, whole wheat flour, powdered milk, eggs, peanut butter, chocolate chips. Can't remember what else. The dietitian declared them an entire meal in a cookie. Yes, I think that's something like the cookies my girlfriend makes for her husband for breakfast. Some shredded carrot and stuff in them too sometimes. I don't like organ meat. I don't like organ meat. I don't like chicken feet. No, no. Soy sauce is very high in salt. I'm careful about my soy sauce usage. Um, Pork hocks in sauerkraut I will eat.
Liver is the only one I'll eat, and I like both chicken liver and beef liver.
Yeah, sorry. Ron used to eat it. He doesn't anymore because I don't cook it. Poor man.
It has to be cooked right. If it's not cooked right, then
Or
it's
making
chicken.
you hungry, Tutu? Yeah, no on the liver. Big hard no on the liver here. The yellow thing in the bones, the marrow, bean dip and corn chips, nice. I think I'm going to end up having an early supper. I have 17 pounds of chicken breast in a spicy marinade that's getting smoked tomorrow. So I got to use up the spaghetti sauce today because there's nothing nicer than fresh smoked meat.
I wish I could get Gary to smoke me some chicken.
Does Gary smoke meat?
Uh huh. He makes a killer brisket.
Oh, nice. Chicken liver and beef liver have to be fried in flour?
Yes. I've never had beef liver that was dry, and maybe it's just in how it's cooked. I don't know, but and I don't have it all often, but I do like it.
More about liver. And didn't like liver growing up. It was the only meal her mom would cook hot dogs for the kids. We had to eat one bite of liver and then have our hot dog. Belinda said that chicken and beef liver have to be fried in flour. Roll doesn't like beef liver, but he likes chicken liver. And grandmother and dad used to spread the marrow from beef roast on crackers. Allie asks if anybody likes sushi. I do not.
I love sushi,
Maybe I could surprise Ron with what? Liver? Not in your life.
but sushi isn't always raw fish.
Yeah, I'm not into raw fish.
Actually, I've never even seen it with raw fish.
Yeah, yeah. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't cook liver for Ron. I can't do the smell. I just can't do the smell. Not happening. He understands.
I love pickled ginger, Raoul. I love pickled ginger. I can eat that as is.
I've never made pickled ginger.
I've never made it, I've just ate it.
Sounds like something that I would make. Bet you my
The,
kids would love
the
it.
place that we're going for lunch Saturday, they have this salad that I always get. It's named the Roosevelt. It's the place we're going is the Roosevelt Brewery, so that's why it's called the Roosevelt salad.
Hmm.
And it's mixed greens, pecans, craisins, goat cheese, carrot slivers with a vinaigrette dressing and pickled onions.
Ooh.
And I never had them before. So, needless to say, as soon as we got home, I played around until I found a recipe. And it's probably the easiest thing in the world. You know, you just make a brine and pour it on your purple carrots or
Yeah.
purple onions, I mean. Oh, it's so good. I think all my leaves are going to be green.
All of your leaves are gonna be green.
Yeah, I think so. It just
Uh,
seems to be what's working.
Allie's not a fan of sushi, but her dad loves it. Raul doesn't like sushi. It's just cold rice with raw fish for him. And only liked beef liver at the hospital she worked in. It was cooked with lots of onions and not dry like regular fried liver. Tutu says, where are you? Brisket, yum. Oh, lost it. Brisket, yum. Can't do sushi. And even without raw fish, it seems like a very expensive little bit of something. It's hard to make sushi rolling thin fish like that. What is the most exotic you ate? I ate crocodile, iguana, and armadillo back in Brazil, which is normal. Rose says crocodile, water chicken, and iguana, tree chicken. Okay, good question, Anne says. She has eaten horse in a Mexican restaurant and tasted alligator. Jan. Just make a few flowers. Thanks for the ideas. Post them on Meet Your Creativity. Have a great Friday, everyone. Thanks for coming, Jan. Thanks for playing along. I'll look forward to seeing your post, and we will talk soon. Um, Roll says that is interesting to add. I don't know what the most exotic thing is that I've eaten. I really don't.
Frog legs, maybe?
No, I haven't had that.
For me, that might be frog legs or mountain oysters.
Mountain oysters. Hmm.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah, kind of like prairie oysters.
Well, I don't know what prairie oysters are. Same animal?
Ah, no, I don't think so. Don't think so. Oh, I didn't do any seed pods. I just did flowers. Well, I've been too busy paying attention to chat today. But I mean, that's okay. It's nice to play chat. Octopus. Allie had octopus.
I have tried that. I don't like it.
Allie has shrimp, snail, ox tongue. Whoops. Shrimp tail, ox tongue soup, oysters, and crab. And had fried frog legs once in Texas. Texas. Good Lord, Kim. Roll had frog legs. Tried here in Spain the second time he ate it. Was almost vomiting because I was thinking about the nasty toads.
Yeah.
Allie ate octopus and went to a buffet in Iceland presented by their tourism ladies. There were some very odd things. One was sheep's testicles and gelatin. It was sliced thin and on a cracker. I took a bite before I knew. Did you like it before you knew, Anne? Raoul, have you tried snail eggs? In France, they have that. Loves escargot, but the eggs never tried. I've had escargot. Not a fan. Oh my God, Anne. Uh, Allie says never tried escargot eggs. Wow, we're having a wonderfully interesting conversation today, guys. I love it.
It's funny how you can go from one thing to another so quickly.
Yeah, it's good. Um, it's like the fish eggs that is called caviar, roe, caviar, and says they also served pickled shark. They catch a shark, dig a pit in the beach, cut out shark bladder, pour urine on. What? Everyone urinates on it. Bury shark for weeks. Skipped that. I would skip that too, Anne. No, you didn't like it. It was nasty and looked worse. It's almost like haggis. I wouldn't eat haggis either. Tried caviar once, didn't care for it. No. And shark is not yum for me. I ate it back in Brazil. And Icelandic lobster was really good. They're small and mild. Rule says caviar is yum on toast with a bit of guacamole. Oh, I love guacamole.
I do too. And it don't even have to be guacamole. I'm just happy with the avocado.
That sounds nasty, Anne, Allie says. The shark bladder. Yeah, that does sound nasty. It does, it does.
You know what else is good with avocado that I would have never put together? Hard boiled eggs.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I was really impressed with that. It was really good.
I like avocado on toast. So I could see that I've spread it on like a sandwich spread.
Well, that's actually what I was eating, or I was eating hard boiled egg and toast, and there was an avocado there, and I thought, wonder what this will taste like. So I peeled it because it was ready, and I was like, wow. I didn't put them together because I was worried they might not be good.
Yeah.
So I just took a bite of one and a bite of the other kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Awesome. It's always best to taste before you ruin something.
Hmm.
Well, I think my flowers are done.
Well, I just have a few leaves, and then it's down to the details. And I will share it when it's done. But don't hold your breath and wait for this week.
Okay, here we go. You had haggis in Scotland. It was good. I don't know. I don't know. And I've eaten grilled shark since, minus Icelandic pickling. It's good. Roll says, write this down. Summer drink every year. Avocado in smoothie maker with half water and half milk, honey, and a pinch of salt. Yum summer drink. That does sound good. I do add avocado to smoothies sometimes. Grosser
Hmm.
than shark bladder is the humans. Humans? You eat humans? What? And what? Grosser than shark bladder is the humans. The humans that pee on it, maybe? I don't know where you're going with that. Allie, I've seen people eat avocado toast with fried egg on top. That would be very good. Yep, yep. And there's a northern European country, they dry shark meat for months, they hang it, and it's smelly. Saw the documentary on that. They Anne says like Slandix dry shark meat too. Roll says, and yes, that one. Oh my god, only seeing it makes me nauseous. And says Icelandic cod fresh and fried is delicious, and they make a meringue cake that is to die for. Thank you, Anne. She said, lovely. The humans urinate on the shark. Yeah, that's blah. That is nasty. Well, I mean, foxes quite often pee on their food before they eat it. Don't ask me why, but they do. Okay, so that was page one. Page two. And page three.
Did you draw all of yours or did you collage them?
I drew the stems and lopped up painty papers for the flowers.
Okay. You got so much pretty detail in them.
Well, I have pencil crayons and stuff right beside me so I could doodle and color and, I just playing while we're chatting and not really thinking, just kind of doing. So I've got 3 pages of those.
Yeah, when I started, I was planning and thinking, and then I just started doing, and it was much more fun and much easier.
Yeah. Maybe, Anne. Maybe.
I think my leaves are all on. Now I can't wait to do the rest of it.
Yeah. I think I might, when I start something, I keep going on and on and on until I have 100 of the darn things. I'm probably going to end up making more flowers over the weekend.
Maybe that's
Oh,
something you need to do instead of finishing everything, is just not start everything.
that would be a good idea. No, well, because I'm doing the snippet roll, I don't know how long a snippet roll we're doing. You know what? I might do one
Yeah.
more page, maybe two.
Oh, I'm going to love the little grasses in there.
That's gorgeous, Jean. That is absolutely stunning. I really want to do it on a stretched canvas and stitch fabrics down.
Well, the way
Uh,
this lady's quilts do, she uses iron, excuse me, iron on interfacing or
yeah,
stitch witchery kind of thing. and she puts them all in place, raw edges out, and then
Yeah.
she freeform quilts the whole thing.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay, so it'd be like a heat and bond almost too, just to hold
yeah,
it in place so that when you wash it, it's there. Heat and bond can be pretty thick though, right? It holds it really tight.
some is good. There's some lightweight stuff out there that holds really good.
Yeah. Raul says, you know what is nasty too, Anne? Back in Brazil, there is a drink older people chew on cassava and spit that in a pot. The spit has an enzyme that makes alcohol and people consume. I never had it and never will. Nope, me neither, Raul. And says another Icelandic one, every grocery store has charred lamb or sheep heads in their freezer. Well, I mean, they do, what's it called? Head cheese out of pig heads, so maybe they do something similar out of that. Belinda says, lol, Jean. Anne says it's nasty, Roel. It is. Roel says it is. Uh, she probably uses Wonder Under for her applique. Quite possibly. I don't know if I'm going to glue it down or just stitch it down. See, now what I am envisioning, heaven help me, thank you for this. Taking a canvas, a stretched canvas, having your piece of fabric down, say a leaf. So then you would stitch it around the edge and then, maybe stitch the center stem, hand stitch to hold it in place. And then as you do it around the edges, you could add beads or sequins. Because I don't have enough projects, guys.
Yes, Kim, we know that.
I have 12 journals started. 12.
I after cleaning my stuff, I probably have more things than I will ever finish in my life and more supplies. I don't want to live to be 300. So one
No.
thing that I did that surprises a lot of people that know me is every bit of my collage materials from magazines, they all got bagged up, and when I have my sale, I'm going to get rid of them.
Ah,
I decided I have plenty of magazines. I'll just cut more when I need it.
yeah. Well,
I
I don't.
can't keep it all.
Yeah, I don't have lots of stuff chopped out of magazines. I started doing that. I have never really used much of it because I make all my own stuff.
Yeah, I have always used magazines and I still like them, but I don't use images per se. I use colors.
Yeah, well, I mean, I go for the textures. Like if I do Goonie Birds out of magazines, it's the textures. But I mean, I have cut out some images, but I just, I don't know if it's because it's not something I created.
Yeah,
Like I don't know where this is coming from, but I would much rather create everything that goes in my journals. That's why they take me so long, I guess.
yeah. I don't even know that I ever want to make another journal. I said that to Laura. She was like, I can't believe you said that.
Yeah. Well, I
Run.
mean, now that I found this, where's that thing that I showed you before we started? See, I've got too much stuff. Too much stuff. I found a really cool thing on Instagram, guys. I saw it and I copied the way it works. Oh, for the love of Pete. Here it is. So this is in like it's got a cover on it. Yeah, you want to use what you've created. So then you've got the um, cover. You open it up, and there are these pages, and there's a tab on the very top one. So you pull it, and they slide out like this, and then they slide back, and then they slide out, and then they slide back. Put it away, Kim. Put it away. Put it somewhere where you can find it and remember it. But rule. Saw a sweetbread snack posted on IG. That is what we eat tomorrow on Three Wise Men. Have in Spain celebration. The kids get their presents instead of Christmas. That's sweetbread. Big wheel. Okay. Not sure if I saw that or not, Raul. Um, so you celebrate on the 6th as well? Isn't that like the Ukrainian Christmas Eve is the 6th. So they get their presents the 6th, 7th. That's the isn't Greek Orthodox or something? I'm not sure. But yeah. So the sweetbread, I will look at that, Raul. So it's like a big round wheel of bread. Does it have saffron and raisins in it? Oh, thanks, Allie. Okay. Put it in its secret place. Oh, you know, safe place. Put it in the safe place. Yeah, right here in front of me on the desk. I'll never find it. You know, Belinda. You know. Okay, it's when the three wise men followed the star to find Jesus in the barn. Okay. Sweet dried fruit. Okay. Sugar coated and filled cream pudding, chocolate, or mocha. So it's almost a cross between a hot cross bun and a filled. That sounds good. It really does sound good. I'm thinking like of an Easter Pascha where it's got like the dried fruit in it, but it's got saffron to give it the yellow color. So you know what? I'm gonna take these, and if I ask where I put these, like a stolen, yeah, maybe soft bun. Okay, so they're small, or is it like a big? Hi, cooking channel. Yeah, Stalin's harder. Okay, like I'm thinking like a hot cross bun. Those are soft. Welcome to my channel. I can't pronounce your name. Huawei? Is it Huawei? A4. I'm not sure what in the A4. Page size? Next channel. Yeah, we talk about everything. We do. We do. It's just, you know, get together and you visit and you chat and they always celebrate and fract. Okay. Yeah, we've kind of bounced all over the place today. Epiphany, right. Epiphany. You're talking to the least religious person you probably know, guys. I will smile and nod and support you in whatever you celebrate. Okay, I figure I have to do 2 more of those. Not sure if we're going to stay online much longer, but I will get mine started because I can. Who taught me how to cut? The 12 Days of Christmas. Exactly. Exactly. You're adding your grass, Jean? Oh, I like it with the grass.
I do too.
Okay, so now I want to do an entire snippet roll with the flowers along it and grass, and then I'm going to have like little birds and butterflies and bees.
So it's not really a snippet roll. It's going to be art on a roll.
No, I have to do a snippet roll. I have to make a snippet roll. That's what we've said we were doing. I just get these thoughts and they just go this way. And sometimes they go that way. We know. Your religion is me. Yeah. That's cool. Wow. That's really bright. Really strong colors. Good one. Trying to use different pages for each flower. You go to sleep? Right. Well, thanks for visiting, Roel. It was nice to see you. I hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow. It's nice to know that you're feeling better. Have a good night. Now, what are you adding, Jean? Is that like
Well, I
um
put different pieces of grass and I have two little spots that still need some. So I'm making another one.
okay?
And
Sorry.
I'm just like I did it to get it. I made little petals and that's how I have this.
Right, right.
So I'm doing the same thing.
No, I thought maybe it was like the edging when you rip it out of a coiled book or whatever.
Uh-huh.
That
Nope.
I have to make you big. Making Jean big.
I don't get much bigger. I shouldn't get much bigger.
Right, Roel? I remember you saying that. Okay, I'm making Jean full screen. Full screen Jean. Here we go. Oh, look, her desk looks like mine, guys. Look at all this stuff. All right.
And the funny thing is, all these little petals right here that I cut out to make. Well, I cut petals out right here, and that's what was remainder, and that's what became the grass. But what I'm cutting out to finish the grass, I have kept all those petals just in case. You just never know.
No, you just never know. Now I need to ask, is that something you would normally do, or have I contaminated your creativity?
Cut these out like, yes, this is something I'd normally do.
Okay. Woohoo! Good to know.
I also needed to tell you something very, very important.
Oh no.
You know how you complain or laugh, not really complain, laugh at the fact that you turn perfectly good paper over
Yeah,
to glue either side?
yeah.
I did that. I do that too, and I just never noticed it.
Aha.
I was doing it when Kennedy and I were working on something. Yeah, all of these things were just cut. And just how, I mean, I had the inspiration picture there. And I'm saving these because there may be more embellishments I want to do to some of this. Maybe
Yeah,
little round balls, or maybe they need pokies up, and I don't know yet.
yeah. I mean, I added some to some of these. I probably didn't get as in depth or crazy as I could, which is surprising. You have a oh yeah, that's a kind of bottle that you have for glue, Belinda. We were talking about Belinda's glue yesterday.
Yeah, I have a littler one too than this one. I like this one. It is very stiff, so sometimes I have to squeeze, like that. But I like it, and sometimes I get going and I'll leave the little lid off, and then I have to go hunt up a pin. So I put the tape around it and slid my pin right there. I don't like to put my pin in the glue because unless you're using sterling silver, it's going to rust. Even stainless steel rusts. People think it don't, but it does.
It does. I've got a very expensive sheet pan that rusted, and it's supposed to be stainless steel, and
Yeah.
I am some irritated. And we all know that's not really the word I want to use.
So what I think I'm going to do is I will embellish these, but I may, double check all the glues, because I can feel some, like these sewn ones, none of them are glued. So I'm probably going to have to do some gluing on those, because they weren't intended for this, but I think they look cool to have those few stitches in there. And then I'll probably use watercolor or very, very thin acrylic. And I think I'm just going to do some blue and yellow and maybe come into some more, I don't know, color down here. I don't know. Just kind of, I don't know. I really should have maybe done it first, but I wasn't sure what I was going to do and what I was going to use it for. I mean, I've tried it. All my black and all my papers are paint. So I should be able to paint and not worry about things running. If they run, then I'll have to work around that.
Right?
But I do want to use my Stabilo pencil around them to give them the deep shading that I like to do on all my collages.
Yeah.
And so that is water based. So, that's why I haven't done whatever I'm going to do yet. But I can already see where some of the doodles, like this one's probably going to come up and have a curly Q on the top, or 2 or 3.
Oh yeah. See, I didn't do that, but because I'm cutting them out, and I think that some of them are going to end up on either side of the snippet, top and bottom, like they'll be dangly or something. You know what I mean? They're gonna.
And of course, all of the stems have to be outlined. They're just not prominent enough for me. But I really like it. I mean, I really like it.
Well, I have to admit,
screw it up.
I'm really liking my flowers too. I really am.
And one of these flowers in the picture, this one right here, has these little things sticking up.
Yeah.
I think I need to have something sticking up on this one.
Well, I did that. I did hole punch. I'm not even on screen, and I'm showing you guys.
Excuse me, hole punching some little dots, because there's other things I think could use some dots.
So I used hole punches on those. And I used hole punches on some of these. Love me my hole punches. Yep, All right. Hey, it's been just about 3 hours. We should probably.
Wow. I'm usually calling it quits at 2.
I know. I know. It was wonderful. It's been a wonderful visit today. Interacting with the people who are watching and sharing recipes and tastes and, you know, lovely, lovely, lovely. So,
I think
yes.
I needed this. I really,
Yeah,
really do.
I know I did. No, I did. I haven't been playing down here much over Christmas. Really haven't. Oh, look, this entire page is pinks. And lots of pinks on that one, too. Ugh. Okay, gotta dig out some blue. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself this afternoon, Miss Allie Kay. I appreciate you being here and visiting and keeping us company and sharing, and it's been a blast. Oh, thanks. She loves our flowers.
Thank
See,
you.
Jean and I have totally different styles.
They're similar, though.
Pardon?
I do think they're similar.
They are very similar. Very similar. But you're keeping yours all on one thing, and I'm going to be hacking mine up. So, anyway, it has been 3 hours. I appreciate you guys all for being here. I will be back on Sunday, going live at 12:45, and of course, it's a surprise because I never know what I'm doing until a few minutes before I'm on. Tuesday, we're doing the snippet rolls. As I say, the supply lists are under my community tab and also on Meet Your Creativity. And I think that's about. Well, thank you very much for coming, everybody. Thanks, everybody who's watching and lurking. I appreciate you all. Take care, everybody. Enjoy your evening, and I will see you soon. Thanks for coming, Jean. You're
Yeah,
always a
thanks
wonderful
for having
influence.
me. Bye, guys. Thanks for being here.
Bye, everyone.